decades, the Middle East has simmered with rivalries and ancient grievances, but none loom larger or carry more profound global implications than the escalating shadow war between Iran and Israel. This isn't merely a political spat, it's a deeply entrenched struggle for regional dominance and, for both nations, a perceived fight for strategic survival. From the vast energy reserves that fuel their ambitions to the immutable geographical realities shaping their defense doctrines, and the complex web of alliances and proxies, every move on this intricate chessboard reverberates across continents. We'll delve into the foundational pillars of this rivalry, exploring how energy resources empower and constrain them, how geography dictates their vulnerabilities and strengths, and ultimately, how these factors drive their relentless pursuit of strategic advantage. Prepare to understand the hidden dimensions of a conflict that could reshape the 21st century. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we peel back the layers of one of the world's most volatile and misunderstood geopolitical contests, the enduring struggle between Iran and Israel. This isn't a story of casual animosity but a profound clash of ideologies, strategic interests, and existential fears. While often portrayed through the lens of nuclear ambitions or religious dogma, the roots of this conflict run much deeper, fundamentally tied to critical resources and unalterable landforms. We will explore how Iran's vast energy wealth has enabled its regional projection, contrasting sharply with Israel's remarkable journey towards energy independence. Simultaneously, we'll dissect the profound impact of geography, from Iran's strategic depth and control over vital choke points to Israel's perilous lack of territorial buffer. Understanding these core drivers, energy, geography, and the relentless pursuit of strategic survival, is paramount to grasping the true stakes of this potentially world-altering confrontation. Iran's immense energy reserves, particularly its vast oil and natural gas fields, serve as the indispensable lifeblood of its revolutionary ambitions and regional power projection. These hydrocarbons provide the financial muscle to fund its formidable military, support its intricate network of proxies across the Middle East, and sustain its economy despite crippling international sanctions. This energy wealth allows Tehran to maintain a degree of strategic autonomy, enabling it to challenge Western hegemony and pursue its own geopolitical agenda, often with devastating effects on regional stability. The control and exploitation of these resources are not just economic imperatives but fundamental pillars of its national security and revolutionary ideology, making any threat to its energy infrastructure a direct threat to its state viability and influence. In stark contrast to Iran's historical energy abundance, Israel was long dependent on imported fossil fuels, a strategic vulnerability that profoundly shaped its foreign policy and security calculus. However, the discovery of massive offshore natural gas fields, such as Leviathan and Tamar, has dramatically transformed Israel's energy landscape, ushering in an era of unprecedented energy independence. These gas reserves not only provide reliable domestic power but also position Israel as a potential energy exporter to Europe and neighboring states, fostering new diplomatic opportunities and strengthening its economic resilience. This newfound energy self-sufficiency significantly enhances Israel's strategic depth, reducing a critical point of leverage for its adversaries and altering the regional power balance in profound ways, particularly by forging new energy partnerships. Iran's sprawling geography, characterized by its mountainous terrain and strategic control over the Strait of Hormuz, offers it significant defensive advantages and formidable power projection capabilities. The rugged Zagros Mountains provide natural barriers against invasion, granting Iran valuable strategic depth and making a conventional ground invasion exceedingly difficult and costly. Crucially, its position guarding the Strait of Hormuz, through which a substantial portion of the world's oil transits, provides Tehran with immense leverage over global energy markets and maritime security. This geographic choke point allows Iran to threaten international shipping, potentially disrupting global trade and energy supplies, thereby wielding significant deterrent power and influence on the international stage, underscoring its pivotal regional role. Conversely, Israel's geographic reality is one of profound vulnerability, defined by its small size and severe lack of strategic depth, often referred to as its narrow waist. This constricted territory means that any significant incursion could rapidly threaten vital population centers and infrastructure, leading to an existential crisis. Its proximity to hostile borders, particularly with Lebanon and Syria, places its urban areas within easy range of missile and rocket attacks, underscoring the constant threat it faces. This inherent geographic disadvantage compels Israel to adopt a highly proactive and often preemptive security doctrine, necessitating a powerful military and sophisticated intelligence capabilities to neutralize threats far from its borders, ensuring that battles are fought asymmetrically and as far away as possible from its vulnerable core. The arc of resistance represents Iran's masterful utilization of geographic proximity and ideological alignment to establish a formidable network of proxy forces, effectively extending its strategic reach across the Middle East. From Hezbollah in Lebanon to various Shiite militias in Iraq and Syria, and the Houthis in Yemen, these groups serve as forward operating bases, projecting Iranian power and influence without direct military intervention. This strategy allows Iran to threaten Israel from multiple fronts, destabilize rival states, and challenge the regional status quo, while simultaneously providing a buffer against direct retaliation. The cultivation and support of these proxies demonstrate a highly effective, albeit destabilizing, geopolitical strategy that leverages local grievances and sectarian ties to advance Tehran's broader strategic objectives, creating persistent regional instability. In response to its inherent geographic vulnerabilities and the persistent threat posed by Iran's proxy network, Israel has developed a multi-layered counter-strategy centered on deterrence, preemptive action, and robust intelligence gathering. The Israeli Defense Forces maintain a qualitative military edge, constantly innovating in areas like missile defense, cyber warfare, and precision strike capabilities, ensuring its ability to neutralize threats before they materialize. Israel's willingness to conduct targeted strikes in Syria and other locations against Iranian arms shipments or proxy infrastructure demonstrates its commitment to maintaining this edge and preventing the encirclement by hostile forces. This proactive approach, coupled with strong intelligence assets, seeks to disrupt and degrade enemy capabilities, ensuring its security in a volatile region where conventional deterrence alone may not suffice. The nuclear dimension casts an enduring and ominous shadow over the Iran-Israel rivalry, fundamentally shaping their strategic calculations and heightening global anxieties. For Israel, Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons is perceived as an existential threat, given Tehran's stated hostile intentions and its revolutionary ideology calling for Israel's destruction. This perception fuels Israel's commitment to preventing a nuclear Iran, employing a strategy of ambiguity regarding its own undeclared nuclear arsenal, which serves as a crucial, unspoken deterrent. The possibility of nuclear proliferation in the region creates a precarious balance of power, where miscalculation or escalation could have catastrophic consequences, pushing both nations towards a dangerous brinkmanship that constantly tests the limits of their strategic patience and military prowess. Beyond the land and air, the maritime domain has emerged as another critical battleground in the Iran-Israel shadow war, particularly in vital shipping lanes like the Red Sea and Arabian Sea. Iran, through its Houthi proxies in Yemen, has demonstrated its capacity to disrupt international shipping, targeting vessels with drones and missiles, thereby threatening global trade and energy security. This aggressive posture aims to assert Iranian influence and pressure international actors, including Israel and its allies. Israel, recognizing the vulnerability of its maritime trade routes and access to the Suez Canal, has invested heavily in naval capabilities to protect its economic lifelines and project power. The ongoing maritime skirmishes and naval maneuvers underscore the expanded scope of this conflict, where economic warfare and strategic access to global waterways are increasingly pivotal to both nations' survival and regional dominance. The enduring rivalry between Iran and Israel is a deeply complex, multifaceted struggle for strategic survival, profoundly shaped by their respective energy landscapes, unyielding geographic realities, and clashing ideologies. We've seen how Iran's vast energy wealth underwrites its revolutionary ambitions and proxy networks, while Israel's newfound energy independence has reshaped its geopolitical standing. We've explored the profound implications of Iran's strategic depth and control over critical choke points, juxtaposed against Israel's inherent geographic vulnerability, driving its proactive security doctrines. This isn't merely a regional dispute, it's a global flashpoint where the pursuit of power, security, and survival continually pushes the boundaries of conflict. Understanding these foundational elements is crucial for anyone seeking to comprehend the volatile dynamics of the Middle East and the immense stakes involved for international stability. The future of this region, and potentially beyond, hinges on how this deeply entrenched rivalry continues to unfold, underscoring the urgent need for nuanced analysis and informed global engagement. If you found this analysis insightful, please hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe for more in-depth geopolitical content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.